My thing is, I tend to look at the big picture. Is the NCAA perfect? Not even close. But I don't want these people out there telling young black kids education is not important. Education is really important. You know, how many of these guys actually gonna go pro? Less than 1%.
College basketball is a dream factory. Every year, thousands of players step onto the court with the hopes of making it to the NBA. But for most, that dream dies long before draft night. Charles Barkley called this out back in 2007, and the reality he spoke about is still true today, maybe even worse. "We gotta find a way," Barkley said. "They're graduating 30% of these players, so that means they're putting 7 out of 10 kids on the street, and that's not cool." That was almost 2 decades ago that he said that, yet today, the system remains broken. College basketball is a billion-dollar industry, but once the final whistle blows, most players are left with nothing. So let's break this down. There are over 4,500 college basketball players competing at Division I level each year. Of them, about 60 get drafted into the NBA. That's roughly 1.2%. And even being drafted doesn't guarantee a career. The NBA is unforgiving. If you're not a lottery pick or a top-tier role player, you're fighting to stay in the league every single day. Some get a 2-way contract, some get sent to the G League, others go overseas playing for a fraction of what NBA players make. But what about the other 98.8%? The players who gave their all for 4 years but never got the call. Some of these guys were elite at college level. These were household names in March Madness. But without an NBA future, most of them are left with nothing but a degree, even if they graduate. Here's the reality: college basketball is not designed to benefit the players. It's designed to benefit the schools, the NCAA, and the networks cashing in on broadcasting deals. March Madness alone generates over $1 billion in revenue for the NCAA. Coaches sign million-dollar contracts, schools sell jerseys with players' names on them, but the majority of the players, they leave with absolutely nothing. And like Barkley pointed out, it has a disproportionate effect on black athletes. Nearly 60% of Division I's men's basketball players are black, but historically they're seen almost none of the money. It's a system that has been running unchecked for decades. Every year, high school players chase the dream. The ESPN Top 100 rankings tell us who's next in line. 5-star recruits, they've got a real shot. 4-star, maybe. 3-star and below, the road gets brutal. The truth is, before a college season even starts, we already know who's going to be in the NBA. The lottery picks, they're almost always a lock. Players move up and down within that group, but the odds of an unknown player breaking in are slim to none. For every Zion Williamson, Anthony Edwards, or Paolo Banchero, there are hundreds of college stars who disappear after their eligibility ends. And if you don't get drafted, you either grind it out in the G League, making around $40K a year, or you head overseas, playing for a paycheck that might not even clear. The scariest part, most players have no backup plan. They dedicated their lives to the game. They were told that college basketball was their pathway to success, and when it doesn't work out, they're just left behind. Schools recruit them, use them, then discard them. They promised them an opportunity, but that opportunity only existed if they made it to the league. In 2021, things changed finally. The NCAA finally allowed players to make money off their name, image, and likeness. And for some, it's been an absolute game changer. Now, star college players can make money before ever stepping foot in the NBA. Some are signing NIL deals worth millions. Take Cooper Flagg, the consensus #1 pick in the upcoming NBA draft. Before NIL, he would have no choice but to go pro and risk landing in a terrible situation. Now, he could stay in college, keep developing, and still make generational wealth. It's funny how Barkley's comments are still relevant all these years later. College basketball is still broken in many ways, but NIL is at least giving some players a real option. But the real questions are, does it actually fix the system, or is it just another band-aid covering up deeper issues? Let me know what you think in the comments. Is college basketball still failing its players, and how would you change the system? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more deep dives into basketball's biggest issues. My name is Damian Peters. This is Basketball Network. As always, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.